Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Aisha Rosalie and today I'm talking about the ayats from the Quran that helped me become Muslim. Now, as you guys already know, I did read the whole Quran before I became Muslim, alhamdulillah. And the Quran is not easy to understand, right? It's very complicated. And there are some Qurans that are better than others when it comes to understanding. Like, for example, the Clear Quran is very good when it comes to like very easy English translations. We can never fully understand the Quran, and people who speak Arabic have a huge advantage compared to us. When they're reading the Arabic words, they have a much better understanding than us who read the English words. As I started to study Arabic, I've been studying Arabic for, I guess, around 6-7 months now, alhamdulillah. And, studying classical Quranic Arabic, not modern Arabic. And you do get to see how the words are very unique. There are a lot of words that have huge meanings that can't be summed up in English words. The way we use English, the way people use Arabic is very different. And I am nowhere close to understanding this, but the course I'm doing is helping me unlock it a little bit. But I want to introduce you guys to the English, as I'm not versed in the Arabic. I am not able to do so. And there are a lot of people out there who are like me, who don't speak Arabic, but want to connect with the Quran. So I want to introduce you guys to some of the ayats. So ayat is just a verse from the Quran that really, really helped me on my journey to becoming Muslim. So I put together a small list of ayats that are really incredible. Obviously all of them are amazing, but here are some very specific ones that hit me at that moment, that were very relatable to me and will be very relatable to you if you're living in 2021. We're in 2021 now, not 2020 anymore. Very relatable to you as well, inshallah. The life of this world is only enjoyment of deception. And I think when I read it in my Quran, I was just so shocked because it just hits the nail on the head. We live in this world where we constantly think that we're deceived, right? Whether it's by the media or marketing or so many different things, we're deceived that if we buy this hair cream, that our hair's going to be luscious. If we buy this lip balm, our lips are going to be plump and beautiful. Whatever it is, there are a million different things. We're constantly told if we get that expensive car, we're going to have an amazing life. And we chase so many things, not just materialistic, but in our jobs, in our careers, in everything. We chase so many things and then we get them and we're happy for a moment and then we're like, I want something else now. And the whole dunya, the whole world is built in that way. We're constantly trying to get things. We get them, they don't really make us happy, so we move on to something else. And all the enjoyments of this world are fleeting. And I think the Quran pointing that out, something that's so relevant to modern day, I was like, whoa, that was really incredible for me. And be steadfast in prayer, practice regular charity, and bow down your heads with those who bow down in worship. There are a lot of ayats in the Quran that talk about charity, and that was a big thing for me. How much the religion emphasizes charity, giving to others, giving to poor, was a huge thing in my conversion. I was so surprised when I read that because I had no idea that's what Muslims were. I had no idea it was obligatory to give to charity. I had no idea about any of these things. And just being the person that I was and already having that sort of innate desire to help people with less, I was like, this is amazing. Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in their hearts. It's so important because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is able to do anything and everything. And it doesn't take away from Him. He could give you everything you've ever wanted and it does not take away from His kingdom. He can give everyone in the world everything they ever wanted. It does not take away from His kingdom. He has the power to give to you. And a lot of us, we're stuck in this state, right? We're really unhappy. Something's going on. And Allah is saying that I will not change your condition until you change your heart. It's not easy. We can't just click a finger and be amazing people. But we do have control on how we are towards people, how empathetic we are, how kind we are, how if our hearts are turned towards God or if they're turned towards materialistic things, we have control over these things. And reading that, maybe again, it gave me a lot of hope because knowing that the condition that I was in at that point in time, which was not a good condition, could change if I just turned my heart, if I turned my heart towards God. So whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it. Just an atom's weight of good. That's nothing. So saying that if we do an atom's weight of good, which is like hardly anything, that we will see it, that we'll see reward for it. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. People think it's so hard to be Muslim, but doing an atom's weight of good and you'll see reward for it. Really, and I think it's just working step by step. Do an atom's weight, an atom's weight, an atom's weight, and build it up until you're doing so much good that it just drowns out your sins. Seriously. So which of the favours of your Lord would you deny? This is something that I was really into at the time, was gratitude. And I started thinking when I read this ayah, and I was thinking, all the gifts that I've been given that you don't recognize if you don't purposely think about them, or you don't purposely recognize them. So many gifts that were just sort of, I just look upon, that I don't even realize a gift until I sit there and actually think, wow, like, look at all these gifts. And we're all in that situation. We all have an amazing amount of gifts. We can't count them. It says in the Quran, you cannot count the amount of favors that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to you. And then to like deny those favors is just a huge thing, because Allah's given you so much stuff and then denying them, Allah can take them away like that. You do not want to deny the favors of God. Do they not see the birds controlled in the atmosphere of the sky? None holds them up except Allah. Indeed, in that are signs for people who believe. Again, the world is full of signs. And when I started reading the Quran always talks about signs. And looking at things like birds and realizing, how are they doing that? Who's keeping them up in the sky? Who created them? All these kind of questions that arise, thinking and actually having the time to think about these things, and the Quran mentioning them and making you think about them is incredible. It may be that you dislike a thing which is good for you and that you like a thing which is bad for you. Allah knows, but you do not know. Again, it's incredible because we live in a world where we're constantly chasing our desires. Instead of chasing what's good and what's good for the mankind, what's good for us, what's good for connecting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we live in this time where we're taught to just chase desires, because to be honest, it's the most profitable thing. If we don't chase our desires, who's going to make profit? You know, all these people who are living on wealth and living on piles and piles of money, they make this money, they profit off living off your desires, things that you want, necessarily that aren't very good for you. And sometimes we dislike things which are good for us, and we like things that are bad for us, and Allah knows better, and that's why we have the Quran as a guidance, why we have hadiths as guidance for us. And whoever puts all his trust in Allah, He will be enough for him. And that was just, I remember reading that, just thinking, wow, putting all our trust in Allah. Imagine just not worrying, imagine just going and doing something and thinking, the outcome of this is determined by Allah. It's not my fault. I can put all the effort into succeeding in that thing, but if I don't succeed in it, it's Allah's choice. That's Allah's choice that I don't succeed in that thing, and Allah knows what's better for us. And it takes such a big weight off your shoulders because you don't feel so pressured the whole time to just be perfect, be amazing, and because you think there are certain things we can control in a sense. We can never fully control anything, but there are things we can control in a sense that we can work hard for them. But the outcome is not 100% determined. There's no exact formula where if you put 100 hours of work into something, you will definitely be able to achieve that thing. There's no exact formula for it. It's determined by Allah. To put your trust in Him. Inshallah, I hope you gained something from this video. You know, I'm not the best at talking about these things. I have a lot of feelings that I can never put into words. But inshallah, maybe you gained something, maybe you didn't. But thank you for watching till the end, even if you didn't. Seriously. And inshallah, Allah will make us stronger on our path. I hope that Allah brings more goodness into your lives. I hope Allah helps you remain on the straight path. I hope Allah increases your iman. And the fact that you're watching this video, you know, shows a lot about what you're trying to achieve. So I hope Allah rewards you for your intentions. Ameen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys again very soon.